Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Peace be with you and welcome to Reflections on the Quran. During the month of Ramadan, we pick every night few verses to reflect on and to study closely. And tonight, on the 16th night of Ramadan, we would like to look at chapter Maryam, Surah Maryam. Maryam is the name of the mother of Isa alayhi salam, or the mother of Jesus, and this is a chapter named after her. It's chapter number 19. The story of Maryam appears in the chapter starting at verse 16, and it reads like this: وَاذْكُرْ فِي الْكِتَابِ مَرْيَمَ إِذِ انْتَبَذَتْ مِنْ أَهْلِهَا مَكَانًا شَرْقِيًّا فاتخذت من دونهم حجابا فأرسلنا إليها روحنا فتمثل لها بشرا سويا. Mentioned in the book Maryam, when she elected to be away from her family in a place in the east. So she separated herself with a barrier, and we sent to her our spirit. That's referring to the angel Jibreel, peace be upon him. فَتَمَثَّلَ لَهَا بَشَرًا سَوِيًّا. He looked like a perfect human being. So this story reflects another time and another point of view on the story that we looked at in the third chapter, Al Imran. Here we see that at the time that Maryam, peace be upon her, was ready to carry Isa, the angel Jibreel came to her with that news and that specific mission. In the third chapter in Al Imran, it was the first visit of the angels, and it was to tell her to get ready and to give her the news that she has been selected for this great mission, that she will carry in her womb a son. But at that time, it did not happen. It was just information. Here is the second visit of the angel Jibreel with Maryam, to tell her and to actually carry out the process. So she was a teenager. Most likely the age was 16, which is reflected in the number of this verse. In verse 16, Allah is saying, remember, or mentioned in the book Maryam. And that is the time when the angel came to her and spoke to her and told her that now is the time that you're going to be pregnant with Isa al-Masih. And she, once again, like she did the first time, she said, how could I be pregnant with a person when no one has touched me? But first, she was frightened from the angel because he appeared from nowhere in the chamber where she was, and he looked like a man, a perfect human being. قالت إني أعوذ بالرحمن منك إن كنت تقيا. Said, I seek refuge in Allah the Merciful from you. If you are a righteous person, if you fear Allah, stay away from me. The angel Jibreel alayhi salam, peace be upon him, said, قال إنما أنا رسول ربك لأهب لك غلاما زكيا. He said, I'm just the messenger of your Lord to grant you a pure child. So he wasn't saying he was going to impregnate her. He was saying, I came with the command from your Lord, so you would be pregnant. There was nothing physical between them, and it was simply a command that the angel carried from Allah to her to give it to her. قالت أن يكون لي غلام, said, how could it be that I have a child? ولم يمسسني بشر ولم أك بغيا, and no person, no human being has touched me, and I wasn't a prostitute. So how could I have a boy when I never, had sex with any human being? So the angel said, it's very simple. قال كذلك قال ربك هو علي هين. He said, as such your Lord said, it is very easy for him. All what would Allah have to do is say be, and it happens. So it doesn't need any physical or anything special. It's a command from Allah. وَلِنَجْعَلَهُ آيَةً لِلنَّاسِ وَرَحْمَةً مِنَّا وَكَانَ أَمْرًا مَقْضِيًّا. Of course, she could have had Isa as a result of a marriage to a man, to a human, but Allah intentionally selected that she would have her child as a miracle to prove that Allah is capable of creating a human being even without a father. So in history there is a case for Adam, the first man, who was created by Allah from no father and no mother. And then there is his wife Hawa, who was made out of him, out of Adam, as if she has a father but no mother. And here is the case of Isa. He has a mother but no father. And all of us come from a father and a mother. So Allah can create any person from nothing, without parents, or can create them from either one. And that is not impossible for him. So here he said, وَلِنَجْعَلَهُ آيَةً لِلنَّاسِ. We want to make him as a sign, as a miracle for the people. So intentionally Allah chose to, without her getting married, that he would give her a son to become a sign for the people. And he is a mercy from us. وَكَانَ أَمْرًا مَقْضِيًّا. And he said the command has been already fulfilled. So while she is talking to the angel, she didn't realize that simply because the angel came and he spoke, that she already became pregnant with the child. There was no physical contact necessary. There is nothing for her to worry about. فَحَمَلَتْهُ فَانْتَبَذَتْ بِهِ مَكَانًا قَصِيًّا. So she carried him in her womb, and she decided to depart to a farther place, to isolate herself. Quickly, فَأَجَاءَهَا الْمَخَاضُ إِلَى جَذْعِ النَّخْلَةِ. In a very short time, the pains of delivery drove her to the trunk of a palm tree. And that's where she said, I wish I have died before this and was a forgotten thing. But the angel called on her that, do not be sad. Your Lord have made under you a rivulet, and so you can drink, and you can eat by touching the palm tree, by shaking the palm tree. It will drop on you some ripe dates. That tells us the approximate date of the delivery and the pregnancy was actually in the summertime, not in December around Christmas. So there she carried the child, she delivered the child, and when she came to her people said, what a surprise, this is unacceptable. They were shocked, so she chose not to speak and point to the baby. And when she pointed to the baby, they said, how can we speak to an infant that was just born? That's where Isa spoke, and that's one more miracle he had. He said, قال إني عبد الله آتاني الكتاب وجعلني نبيا. He said, I'm the servant of Allah, He gave me the book and made me a prophet. And that is how we in Islam believe Isa was a great prophet, a miracle child, but not a son of God or a God. I hope you can read this in chapter 19 for yourself and dig a little deeper. Thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum. Peace be with you.